When I heard that I was qualified to make an extra $300 in one weekend, I was in. Turns out that just wasn't such a good idea. Welcome back. My name is Caleb Oliver and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright, let's get started. In this video, I'm going to go over how I was scammed while driving for DoorDash. This is based on my experience being a DoorDash driver back in 2018. And let's be clear, although this happened while I was driving for DoorDash, this can happen with any company pretty much at any time. So, please pay attention to this story here so the same thing does not happen to you. So, it was back in 2018 in the summer, and I tried driving for DoorDash. This only lasted for about a week or so. During this time, I had limited success with making money. And part of the reason was, back then anyway, I don't know, I haven't done this in a while, so maybe they updated their system. But back in 2018, you had to go on the app, you had to reserve a specific time and a specific neighborhood where you wanted to do DoorDash, where you wanted to drive. And it was very limited because there were so many drivers and there was just so much demand. So it was so hard, for me anyway, to make money driving for DoorDash. Also, oftentimes the app would take me far away from my neighborhood, so I have to burn gas to get there. I'd only have a short amount of time to work and I have to burn the gas to come back. So it was hard to make money. But there was this one day where I actually got some time to make money with DoorDash, so I took the offer. And I got a notification on my phone, and it said, okay, go to Wendy's and get a Frosty. Now, initially I thought, this is a small order, whatever, I won't make that much money. But, as I said before, it was hard to make money with DoorDash, so when I got an opportunity, I took it. So, I clicked yes in the app, I accepted it, then I started driving. Now, a few minutes after I started driving, I got a phone call. Now, just to back it up a little bit, while I worked with DoorDash, when they called you, they did not have one central number. They would always call from random numbers that could be anywhere in the country, and they did that to protect your phone number and to protect their phone number. So, when I got a random call during this delivery, I figured, oh, it's just DoorDash. Alright, so they call me, and they say, oh, hey, Caleb, get rid of that order. It's too small, that Frosty from Wendy's, get rid of this. I said, okay, this is probably legit. And then he asked me, the guy on the phone, he said, do you need help canceling the order? And I said, yes, I didn't know how to cancel the order. So he walked me through, step by step, showing me how to cancel the order. Once we successfully canceled the order, he then offered me a promotion. He said if I could finish 20 deliveries by the end of the weekend, I would receive an additional $300 bonus. Now, by this time, I already had about 7 or 8 deliveries complete, so I didn't have to do the full 20, I had to do a little bit less. So I figured, okay, I can do this. Also, this happened on about a Thursday or so I had until like Monday with this offer to complete it. So I figured, okay, let me do these deliveries, and I'll make the $300. So I accepted the offer, and he said, great, but just one more thing. After we hang up, send me a text message with your email address and your password. That way I'll verify that it's you. And he said, make sure to send it in one text message. So I figured, alright, sure, let's do it. This guy seemed legit. He walked me through the whole process. So I did it. Now, at some point later in the day, I'm not sure if it was later that same day, maybe the next day, I checked in the app and I saw all my earnings, they were like gone. I saw that, and I think I also got a notification later that same day, like a email from them telling me about this. And that's when I realized, it took me a moment, but I realized, yo, that guy scammed me. I was out there working hard. Here I am thinking, okay, I'm going to push hard. I'm about to make an extra $300. Especially because back in 2018, I really needed the money. And all for that, just to get scammed, I had about, I think it was $169 in the account. And it was gone. So once I realized I was scammed out of my earnings, my $169, I then had to contact the company to try and get my money back. So, I looked around. Back then, they didn't really have a customer service number. Maybe they do now, I'm not sure. But I couldn't really call anybody, so I had to send emails. So I sent one email, I didn't get a reply. I sent the second email, I didn't get a reply. I sent the third email, I didn't get a reply. And this took time. This took like 1 week, 2 weeks. The whole process took like 4 to 6 weeks. And finally, when I sent that fourth email, I was angry. I sent it in all caps, and I was sassy in the email. I don't even remember what I said. But I knew I wanted my money back, and I couldn't call them. All I could do was email them. They were ignoring me. So then, after they saw that I was angry in that email, they finally took me seriously. So some time passes, and they realize that it was a scam. You know, we emailed back and forth, and then they finally decide to give me my money back. But in that email, and I'll put a screenshot up here, they pretty much made it sound like we're only going to do this for you one time. We usually don't do this. And when I saw that, I was angry. They're making it seem like this is my fault. This is your fault. They should have been using one centralized number so I know it's DoorDash, not leaving room for a scam or a hacker to enter the system and scam a DoorDash driver out of their hard-earned money. But whatever. I was able to get my money back after about 6 weeks of waiting. So, what's the reason for this whole story? The moral of this story is, never give out your email and password or any sensitive information when a specific company calls you. Instead, you should hang up, call the company directly and ask if they need your information. Also ask them, did you all just contact me? And if they say, no, we didn't contact you, we didn't ask you anything about that, you know that you were just scammed or that you were almost scammed. And then you should report that person. Tell that company, the legit company, when you call them, when you actually call them, tell them the name of that person, the phone number, give as much information as possible so they can try and stop that scammer so it doesn't happen to anybody else. And I want to tell this story because, again, it can happen on DoorDash or it can happen with anybody. It can happen with a credit card. It can happen with your bank account, anything. So I really want, whenever you take away from this video, take away, do not be scammed by giving out your information, even though it may seem like a legitimate claim. Overall, be careful when it comes to giving out your personal info. Also, be careful when it comes to participating in promotions. Don't get scammed like I did. Also, if you're interested in watching another Storytime video by me, just click the screen right over here and check out that video. Also, to subscribe to this channel, you can click my face over here if you have not done that already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.